Welcome to episode 12 of the Build series. I'm Corey Fields, and today we're getting these homes across the finish line. We're wrapping up appliances, checking every detail with punch out, and staging one house so buyers can picture what life here actually looks like. These are the final steps to make a build feel real. Clean lines, working systems, and rooms finally get to feel like home. Let's get into it. For these starter homes, we balance cost and reliability. Each house gets electric water heaters, no need for gas lines or special venting. In the kitchens, we set standard dishwashers and electric stoves. They're easy to plug and play and meet what this neighborhood calls for. Now at higher price points, we might go upscale, but for these builds, standard units are more than enough. They're clean, new, and match the rest of the interior style. These installs are simple, but if you skip the basics like checking your dishwasher orientation or water heater clearance, you'll burn through a day fixing something that should have been done right the first time. In the hall bathrooms, we're setting pedestal sinks, basic toilets, and straightforward faucets. Nothing fancy, but functional and clean. At this price point, the goal isn't luxury, it's reliability. And we use finishes that hold up well, but don't blow the budget. Same thing in the kitchen. We stick with simple lighting. Can lights for general brightness, and pendant lights over the island for a little bit of style. It's all about balance. You want it to feel considered, not cookie cutter, but also not custom level if the buyer pool doesn't expect it. Where some builders get burned is going too cheap on the finishes, like skipping caulk lines behind a vanity or installing bottom barrel plumbing fixtures. You don't see the problems right away, but in 6 months, that's when the callbacks start. These little choices add up. Done right, they won't stand out, but that's the point. You want clean installs that disappear into the room and never give a homeowner a reason to think twice. Now moving out to the front porches, we stain the front porch posts for a clean, finished look and sealed them with polyurethane to protect against weather and wear. It's one of those final details that gives the front elevation some warmth and contrast. These front posts take a beating from the sun and the rain. Polyurethane acts as a shield. Whether you're using an oil-based or water-based, it keeps moisture out, protects the stain from fading, and helps wood hold up over time. Skip this step and in a year or two, you're dealing with rot, gray spots, or warped corners. In this phase, the little things matter. Using ultra cheap finishes create a domino effect. Rework, buyer complaints, warranty nightmares. Spending a little more energy upfront to verify those details and choose reliable brands saves thousands in the long run. Now that those appliances are in and the finishes are wrapped up, it's time to dial in those details. Punch out is where we tighten the screws, literally. The final check before we hand off the keys. This is where we install mirrors, set door stops, tighten door handles, and fix any small issues that might have gotten missed. Paint touch-ups, loose outlet covers, uneven cabinet doors, anything. We're treating it like it's about to be lived in tomorrow. So doors, do they swing smooth? Do they latch properly? Are stops installed? Windows, do they open and lock without a fight? Paint, are there any scuffs, scratches, or spots that need a second pass? Every faucet gets turned on, every drain gets tested. We touch everything once to make sure it feels finished, not just functional, finished. Buyers can't always explain why one house feels better than another, but they feel it. When the doors swing clean, the drawers close straight, and the trim isn't sloppy, that's what separates a rush job from a quality build. This stage builds trust, and trust sells homes. Now normally we don't stage our houses, they sell just fine as is. But for this project, it kind of made sense. These homes are in a transitional area where we knew staging would help buyers visualize the space as soon as they walked in. These houses aren't huge, so showing how a living room or bedroom could actually function goes a long way. We staged one to help buyers connect with the layout immediately instead of standing around trying to picture if their couch or bed would fit. In this neighborhood, that extra step just made sense. We really only stage homes when it adds value. When the spaces are clearly defined, like in a larger house with a formal dining and a big great room, it's usually not necessary. You don't need to sell what's already obvious. In smaller homes, buyers can sometimes struggle to visualize how to make the layout work, so staging helps eliminate the guesswork. We stage the house in the middle first. That's the one we want to sell first. Once someone moves in there, it makes selling the other two much easier. Buyers feel much more confident about the neighborhood when they see someone's already living right next door. When it came to the staging itself, we kept it simple. Just the right size furniture, no clutter, and a clean layout that fits the space. It's not about selling furniture, it's about helping the buyer picture themselves living there. So that's a wrap on episode 12 and the end of this build series. Every one of those steps, from tightening the last screw to choosing the right fixture, is what separates a finished home from one that just looks finished. Now listen, everyone builds differently. There's no one-size-fits-all playbook. This series wasn't about showing you the only way, it's about showing you the way we do it and what works for us. What's been proven on the ground time and time again across hundreds of homes. We covered a lot in this series, but trust me, we still barely scratched the surface. There's a whole lot we didn't get to get into, like financing, spec versus custom, running crews, permit delays, draw schedules, deal flow, and so much more. We'll definitely dive deeper into those topics in future videos. If you take anything from this series, let it be that clarity, consistency, and execution matter way more than flash. I hope this gave you guys a real look on what it takes to take 3 houses from dirt to done. Whether you're a builder, investor, or someone who's just curious about how homes come together, I really appreciate you guys watching. We've got a ton of new projects coming up, more series in the works, and deeper content on everything from systems to scaling. So if you found this series helpful, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next. I'm Corey Fields, and thanks for watching my infill build series. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Well, that's that.
Bet. Bet.
All right.